What's going on, everybody, man? You're tuned in to Off the Yard. And, let's see here. We out here. So, had a couple of comments in the box last week, man, that, people were saying, oh, man, something seems off with Big Lance, da-da-da-da-da. Nothing's off, man. I'm just busy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm good. Anyway, today we're talking about the new generation of inmates / convicts. Which I'm going to be honest with you, I really don't see much of a difference. And what I mean by that is, with the younger guys, I don't really see much of a difference between inmate and convict. These young cats, most of them, they don't play by principles. They have no honor. They don't carry the convict code like they're supposed to. And a lot of y'all have heard the convict code, and that it's, we have to live by this and do that. And it's strange to me. It's very odd to me that out here in the world, most of us were complete scumbags, pieces of shit, but we go to prison, all of a sudden we want to be men of honor, like we're fucking, like we're Conan or some crazy shit, dude. You're just locked up, bro. You ain't, we're so extra with everything we do. But I do notice that these younger generations, I would sit and listen to them talk, and they'll disrespect each other, literally, in a conversation. They'll call each other bitch. Fuck you, bitch. You a fucking bitch, pussy faggot. I'm like, man, it baffles me because I can't imagine having a conversation with one of my partners, one of my road dogs, one of my stick men, and calling each other bitch. You know why? Because that's not what we are. And I noticed too, the new generation, with young people in general, they're very non-masculine, I guess is the best way. And not all of them, but there's a large quantity of these young men who are just not masculine to me. I don't know if it's the drop in testosterone levels or what, man, but they're very, very, very meek and tender. That's the best word that I can come up with. I've gone to war with gangs. I've gone toe-to-toe in the cell with a lot of these young cats, and it's literally like throwing little pillows around. Rah, rah. But don't get it twisted. There's always an exception to the rule, ladies and gentlemen. And the exception to the rule is the one you have to watch out for. I will also say that because of the lack, I think, of masculinity, they're not willing to do this very much. They will stab the shit out of you, though. And out here in the street, they will shoot the shit out of you and not think twice about it. But I think one of the biggest things that I've noticed when I used to watch these young men come in there, well, two things. When they were put in an environment, a lot of them, not all of them, a lot of them. So you young guys who are real ones and you're about the business and you're with the shit, I'm not speaking about you. So don't get in the comment box. Oh, man, fuck you, Big Lance, you a bitch, man. I'll fuck you, blah, 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 blah. All right? Chill out. I would notice the fear factor. They look like, this is the look. They walk in, they're terrified. Fucking terrified. Because they might actually have to pick these up. Very good possibility. And some of us old heads know how to thump. And like to thump. Ain't with that disrespectful shit. It's easy to be a gangster when you got, 16 in the chamber. or 16 in the clip. Excuse me. But the other thing that I saw with these young men was this thought process of everybody fucking owes them something. They don't want to work for shit. They don't want to hustle. They don't know how to hustle for real. Hustling in prison and hustling in the street is two completely different worlds. It's easy to go get some crack or some heroin or some weed and go sell it. That's an easy hustle. But when you're forced to make something out of nothing, something out of nothing. I walked into prison with nothing. I had nothing. Nobody on the street was sending me any money. But I turned that into coming home 7 years later with almost 30 bands. I did that on my fucking own. I did that. Something out of nothing. These kids are coming there and go beg for a fucking soup and a shot of goddamn coffee. Get your little cup out. If that's what it comes down to, for me, just stab the shit out of me. I don't want to be like that. I'm not going out like that. It's not what a man is supposed to do. So that being said, I think that's why gangbanging becomes so popular. Because I don't want to, if I come in, I'm 19 years old, I don't know how to fucking take care of myself. A lot of these motherfuckers don't even know how to wash their clothes, cook. Half of them don't know how to wash their stinking ass. So what's the next best thing? Jump on someone's coattails. And that's when shit gets scary. But that is also when you have gang leaders like such as myself at the time. I see opportunity. What can I use them for? What can I use you for? Part of being a gang leader, part of being a leader in general, is one, you have to be a good builder of men. You build them into what you want them to be. Make them listen to you. Make them understand you. Make them and mold them into what you need to further your organization. But the other thing is being a great manipulator. You must be able to manipulate. You must be able to read. Let somebody talk. Listen to them. Because they'll tell you everything that you need to know about them within the first couple minutes of meeting them. Hey, what's up, young bud? Come holler at me. Let's take a spin around the track. And this little 19, 20-year-old who's never been to prison before sees a seasoned veterano that gets respect on the yard, is getting respect in the pod. Even the fucking cops are respecting him. Because the cops want to go home. Some of us had reach on the street. So he sees this opportunity to shine for the veteran. Man, he wants to talk to me. So then somebody, you put an arm around him and you say, "Come here, young buck. Let's have a chit chat. What's up with you, man? Where you from? What'd you get locked up for? Tell me a little bit about yourself." And then just shut the fuck up and let him talk. They tell you everything. So then you take what you learned about him and you say, okay, what does this young buck need? Let me go provide that. Not only will he immediately obtain loyalty for you, but now he fucking owes you. The younger generation is naive because everything is given to them in a swipe. They don't know much about human interaction anymore. So the veteranos picked up on that very quick. And we play them like a fiddle. But it also explains why gangs are so rampant. Because there's so many kids like that. And it's sad. And at the end of the day, all bullshit aside and all storytelling aside, to manipulate somebody due to their need for or their lack of is fucking wrong, man. It's wrong. Because we would send these kids out on dummy missions. We call them send-offs. It's really the only purpose they fucking serve. Unfortunately. So I tell this story because I'm hoping that maybe there's some young bucks out there listening to the channel. And if you are, and you find yourself maybe seeing some similarities in yourself and who I'm talking about, I want you to learn one thing about yourself today that you can think for yourself. You are a man. You don't need somebody like me or some older motherfucker to think for you or tell you the answers to things. You have lived life. You base your life off of your experiences. Learn from that shit and don't take it for granted. A loss is a lesson. It is not a failure. It's all in how you look at things. But the biggest thing you got to do, the most important thing you got to do, is to stay up, stay out, and stay sucker free. Thank you for tuning in to Big Lance Off the Yard. And I hope everybody's getting ready to have a great holiday. Actually, got some news. Next week, I'm actually starting a new job with somebody a lot of y'all know and watch. It's going to be interesting. I'm not going to divulge that shit yet. Until next time, everybody, much love to the BLC. 804's in this motherfucker. Y'all have a great holiday, a great afternoon. Stay blessed, stay out. I'm out.